chapters together. Chapter 9 semantics and chapter 10 pragmatics. Okay, the 2 chapters will be discussing about the meaning. Okay, meaning, language meaning. Okay, so what is semantic? Can you see there? A semantic is the study of the meaning of word, phrases, and sentences. Okay, so it is important for us to understand the meaning of any utterance or written in the word, phrases, and sentences literally. Literally, that is the study of semantics. Okay, so in short, semantic is the study of words meaning, phrases meaning, and sentences meaning. Okay, when you read a word, for example, sentence, you understand what is the meaning of the word sentence. Okay, projo. Okay, so that is the study of semantic. And meaning, when we define words, we deal with the conceptual meaning, the meaning of the words, the concept, meaning the idea, or the meaning of the words. For example, in referentials or objective, we can call it referentials, objective meaning rather than the associative, motive, or subjective meaning. Okay, what does a referential mean? For example, dog, a dog. When you see a dog, when you hear someone, uh, when you hear someone say the word dog, or when you see a word dog, you will know what are the shapes or figures of the dog. Okay, yeah, so that is called the referential or objective meaning. That mean the conceptual meaning of the words rather than the associative. Okay, so that is a study of a little of semantics that we discuss about the conceptual meaning of the words rather than the associative meaning of the words. Okay, for example, the referential meaning, meaning the literal meaning or the objective meaning of a word based on sheer understanding and described in dictionary. Okay, for example, words of phrase. You see the word dog, the referential meaning according to the dictionary can show word dogs. Okay, you can see the definitions in the dictionary. Okay, and another example is the book, a set of written or printed pages bound together, containing text or illustration. That is the meaning of the book. Okay, needle, a thin, sharp steel instrument used for sewing or injections. And suns, the star at the center of our solar systems that give light and heat to us, teaches a person who help others acquire knowledge, typically in a school. Okay, you can see those definitions that represents the meaning of the word literally. Okay,ពាក្យ literally មានថាដោយផ្ទាល់ដោយត្រង់ okay. Yes, that is the definitions of referential meaning. When you hear a word fan, fan, you will understand the meaning of that word. Okay, think of the meaning of the words literally, That is the study of semantics. And here is an example of associative meaning. Okay, the type of meaning that people might connect with the use of word. Okay, just focus on the referential meaning rather than the associative meaning. Okay, please remember. Example: the word snake. The referential meaning is like less reptiles. Okay, meaning a type of animal without legs, and it's uh, when we talk about the possible associative meaning, when we talk about snakes, the associative meaning of the word snakes can be evil, danger, betrayal. For example, he is a snake. He is a snake. When we say he is a snake, it can mean he is evil, mean bad. He is a dangerous person, or he is a betrayal person. Okay, so snakes can mean differently depending on the associates meaning. And home, a place where one live. Okay, a home means a place where you live, but a home can represent different meaning. It can be a comfort place, a loving place, a family place, or a warm place. Okay, that is the associative meaning of the word home. When we think about the word home, or when we see a word home, we may think of the other meanings that associate with that word. Okay, that means associative meaning. Okay, rose meaning a type of flower, and it represents romance, beauty, and love. A needle, a sin sharp steel tools. Okay, uh, the re- the associative meaning mean pain, fear, drugs, or medicines. Okay. And Charles, a young human being, the associative meaning can be mean innocence, vulnerability, or choice. គេកាលណាយើងគិតអំពីពាក្យក្មេងន័យចំមកវាគឺមនុស្សក្មេងតែន័យដែលវាជាប់តាក់ទងវាអាចជាកាលណាក្មេងយើងទៅលើមនុស្សដែលមិនទាន់មានការគិតថា innocence មនុស្សដែលងាយរងគ្រោះ vulnerability or choice មនុស្សដែលគិតពីភាពសុបាយអូខេតែអាហ្នឹងគឺជាន័យដែលវាជាប់តាក់ទងជាមួយពាក្យហ្នឹងណាបាទអញ្ចឹងការសិក្សាទៅលើ semantic គឺជាការសិក្សាទៅលើន័យចំជាជាងន័យធៀបឬក៏ន័យហើយយើងថាន័យដែលវាជាប់តាក់ទងហ្នឹងអូខេ yes understand everyone
Got it, teacher. Got it.
okay yes and meaning a sentence can be grammatically correct that can mean syntactically well formed but still semantically odd if the meaning of the word don't align in real world logic or role. Okay, for example, the hamburger ate the boy. When we see the sentence, it is syntactically correct. We have the subject, the hamburger, and the verb ate and the object boy. But when we think of the real world meaning or the role of the words or the meaning of the sentence, it is semantically incorrect because the hamburger cannot eat the boy. Okay, only the boy who can eat the hamburger. Okay, so a sentence can be syntactically correct but semantically incorrect. Okay, so that's why when we write sentences, when we say some things, we need to think of both syntactic structures and the semantic meaning. Okay, the boy ate the hamburger. That is correct. At the table, listen to the radio. Incorrect. When we think about the semantic, The horse is reading newspaper. Syntactically correct, but semantically incorrect. Okay, yes. In terms of semantic, the sentence is not correct because the horse
Excuse me, sir.
cannot read the
Uh,
newspapers.
excuse me, sir.
Sorry.
Uh, our classmate, up to our classmate, can join the meeting, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Sorry.
Thank.
I think I opened the auto admitted functions already. Let me turn back. Okay, hello everyone.
Hello Aisha.
Yes, I'm sorry that I let you uh, wait in my waiting room. Okay, actually, I turned on the auto admitted functions already, but it did not work at the moment. Okay, that's why you were waiting in my um, waiting room. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Okay, so we can continue. That is important for us as language learner. Okay, we need to understand about the language. Okay, how happens in our real world communications. Okay, yes. So during this course, we talk about the components of language, ranging from the sound of language, the structure of language, and now about the meaning of language. Okay, so we need to think about sounds, the pronunciations, the phonetics of the stress of the language. Okay, how the language words or how the language structure take place or happens to facilitate our communications, and how the importance of meaning, okay, happen in our communications. So this slide is about semantic and syntactics. Okay, that's sentences can be syntactically correct, but semantically incorrect. Okay, so that is about semantic features. Semantic features, meaning the basics, the minimal component of meaning used to analyze and distinguish the meaning of words, have explained why some sentence meaningful, okay, while the other are semantically odd, even if grammatically. Sorry. So it happens to analyze the meaningful sentence. Okay, for example, word can be analyzed in terms of features like animate or unanimate. Okay, the minus animate meaning the word have movement. Okay, or unanimate meaning the words do not have any movement. Okay, human and unhuman. Okay, for example, boy, girls are humans. Tables, chairs, fans are inhumans. Okay, it can be about gender. Some birds have the
Teacher, this slide, can you translate into my for more, teacher, for extra, teacher?
sorry, again
Yeah, yeah,
please.
this slide,
can you translate in Khmer for more teacher or for extra on English teacher?
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Um, adult or it's not adult. Okay. This is the way that we can use to analyze the words, the meaning of the words. ចឹងយ៉ា semantic feature ហ្នឹងគឺយើងប្រើវាដើម្បីភាគផ្នែកផ្សេងទៀតនៃពាក្យបាទក្រៅពីអត្ថន័យគឺយើងវិភាគទៅលើតើពាក្យហ្នឹងមានចលនាឬក៏អត់ចលនាអាបោកហ្នឹងមាន animate វាមានចលនាដូចជាកែស័ព្ទឬក៏ជាsubject ដែលវាមានដែលអាចធ្វើចលនាបានអូខេចឹង subject ខ្លះវា unanimate វាអត់មានចលនាទេដែលវាជាបង្ហាញថាវាជាសញ្ញាដកហើយគេជាអ្វីដែលយើងវិភាគធ្វើការវិភាគទៅលើអត្ថន័យនៃពាក្យនៅពេលដែលយើងបង្កើតជាប្រយោគថាតើយើងអាចបង្កើតនៅក្នុងទម្រង់ passive ឬក៏ជាទម្រង់អីបើសិនជា subject នឹងវាបើសិនជាverb វាអត់មានអំពើទេក៏យើងអាចដូរទៅជា passive បានដែរឃើញណាបាទគេវាមាន subject វាមាន object ក៏តែនៅពេលដែល verb វា unanimate ក៏យើងអាចដូរទៅជា passive បានដែរ okay that is important for us. Okay, those are the other components that we use to analyze the meaning of words. Okay, that we have the other four components like the animate, okay, human, female, adult, or not adults. Okay, you can see there the example. For example, the word horse, sorry, the word tables. It is unanimate. It is not human. Okay, in human, there is no gender for the words, and there is it's not referred to the adulthood. For example, okay, horse, animated noun. Okay, it is not human. There is no it's not females. Okay, horse refer to the males, okay, not the females, and it's some things that have the adulthood. Okay, the boy animate humans, no females or no adult. Boy is young. Okay, a man animate humans. Okay, not females and adult. Girl. Okay, you can see there the animate. Okay, human females and not adult. Okay, a woman, both. Three all. Women have movements, and it is words that refer to human, and is a female word and also adult. Okay, those are the semantic features that we use to analyze more about the meaning of the word. បាទដូចតុកកាលណាយើងនិយាយពី table យើងនិយាយអំពី referential meaning គឺជាប្រភេទគ្រឿងសង្ហារិមដែលមានជើង4 អូខេមានជើង4ឧទាហរណ៍ដល់ពេលយើងនិយាយពី associative meaning គឺសម្រាប់គួយរៀនសម្រាប់ដាក់អីវ៉ៃអីវ៉ាន់ឃើញណាបាទវាជា associative meaning អញ្ចឹងគេវិភាគទៅលើរឿងហ្នឹងហើយគេមានលក្ខណៈវិភាគរបស់ពាក្យនិងបទទៀតតើវាជាតុកមានសកម្មភាពអត់បាទតុកជាមនុស្សឬក៏ជាវត្ថុតុកមានភេទអត់តុកអាចជាអដាលអត់អូខេ yes horse សត្វសេះមានចលនាអត់មានជាមនុស្សអត់មានភេទស្រីអត់ទេបាទពាក្យ horse សេះឈ្មោលណាបាទសេះនេះខ្ញុំភ្លេចទៅនឹងគេប្រើពាក្យភ្លេចពាក្យហ្នឹងណាបាទ adult សេះវាអាចជាសេះជំទង់ឃើញណាអូខេ boy man girl woman ចឹងយើងប្រើ semantic features ដើម្បីវិភាគបន្ថែមទៅលើអត្ថន័យនៃពាក្យ understand that
ចិត្តទៅ
Yes,
ចិត្ត
sir.
ទៅជានៅស្ទើរបន្តិចទៀតតកតងនឹងយើងកំពុងរៀននេះតកតងនឹង3ចំណុចធំអានេះខ្ញុំសូមសង្ខេបមកវិញតកតងដូចលោកជាលើកឡើងមានថាពាក្យ table បើយើងសំដៅលើបើនិយាយពី semantic ហ្នឹងគឺសំដៅលើ shape របស់វាមិនយើងទីច្រើនណាយើងសម្រាប់សម័យថាតុក
សំដៅ
សំ
លើ
ដៅលើ
meaning of the table អត្ថន័យ
អ
នៃពាក្យទុកមានន័យថាម៉េចដែលយើង
អូ
ហៅ
អាហ្នឹង
ថា
បាទ
referential meaning ដែលជាការសិក្សារបស់ semantic អញ្ចឹងវាមានន័យពីរវាមាន referential ហើយនិង associative អញ្ចឹងនៅក្នុង semantic គេសិក្សាអំពីអត្ថន័យចំនៃពាក្យជាជាងការសិក្សាទៅលើន័យប្រៀបធៀបរបស់ពាក្យអូខេឧទាហរណ៍ថា I love you ខ្ញុំស្រឡាញ់អ្នកអញ្ចឹងក្នុងការសិក្សា semantic គឺបកស្រាយគឺសិក្សាទៅលើអត្ថន័យពាក្យថា I love you យើងអត់ទៅលើន័យធៀបទៅលើថាគេស្រឡាញ់នៅក្នុងន័យបងប្អូនន័យស្នេហានេះទេគឺសិក្សាទៅលើន័យពិតនៃពាក្យគឺខ្ញុំស្រឡាញ់អ្នក
តននេះចេះចំណុចហ្នឹងតនហើយដល់ពេល associated meaning អាហ្នឹងសំដៅលើបើនិយាយចំទៅ function របស់វាទៅចេះឧទាហរណ៍យើងលើកឧទាហរណ៍ថា table មួយអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹងយើងលើកពី function របស់វាឬក៏
មិនជា function ទេជាន័យដែលយើងគិតដល់កាលណានិយាយពីតុកគេប្រើសម្រាប់ធ្វើអីខ្លះ
បាទទៅចេះ
កាលណាយើងនិយាយពីសត្វពស់កាលណាពស់កាលណានៅក្នុង referential គឺជាសត្វល្មូនដែលអត់មានជើងតែនៅក្នុងន័យធៀបពស់កាលណាគេនិយាយពីពស់មនុស្សកាលណាពស់បើសំដៅលើមនុស្សគឺមនុស្សដែលអត់ស្មោះត្រង់មនុស្សដែលក្បត់បាទកាលណាយើងទៅលើសត្វគឺសត្វដែលមានគ្រោះថ្នាក់ឃើញទេណាអញ្ចឹងវាជា associative meaning of the word snake ឃើញទេបាទកាលណាយើងនិយាយក្រពើ crocodile គឺជាសត្វក្រពើដែលមានជើង4ប្រភេទល្មូនដែលមានជើង4តែកាលណាយើងនិយាយពីក្រពើគឺយើងស្ដាប់លើមនុស្សអីមនុស្សដែលរមិលគុណឃើញទេណាបាទអូខេមានថាជាពួកសត្វដែលសំដៅទៅលើន័យមួយគឺការនិយាយពីក្រពើគឺសំដៅទៅលើន័យរមិលគុណទន្សាយកាលណាយើងតួអង្គសាយយើងដែរឃើញថាគេអត់ដែលយកតួអង្គសាយទៅសំដែងជាតួអង្គល្ងងទេគេយកតួអង្គសាយសំដែងទៅលើតួអង្គដែលឆ្លាតអញ្ចឹងកាលណាយើងនិយាយពី rabbit គឺ clever វាជា associative meaning of the words អូខេកាលណាយើងនិយាយពី coffee
បាទទៅចេះបាទ
yes
sorry ទៅចេះដែល interrupt ចំណុចចុងក្រោយទីចេះចំណុចចុងក្រោយគឺតកតងគេមួយទៀតហ្នឹងយើងសំដៅលើអីគេដូចជាពូពងនិយាយថាតកតងនឹងលើកឧទាហរណ៍មួយចុះថា table បើយើងនិយាយន័យចំមកវាគឺប្រភេទតុកដែលមានជើង4ឬក៏តុកសម្រាប់ស្អីដែលយើងនិយាយចំហ្មងណាដល់ពេលន័យចំដល់ពេលន័យយើងមួយទៀតយើងបបែកទៅជា associate ហ្នឹងសំដៅលើឡើងថាយើងអីដែលយើងគិតដល់ថាតុកវាមានជើង4ហើយគេប្រើសម្រាប់ធ្វើអីហើយចុះចំណុចមួយទៀតទៅដែលយើងញែកវិញញែកទៅជា3ហ្នឹងចាចំណុចមួយទៀតដែលខ្ញុំកត់អត់ទាន់ចា
this one was it this one
អត់ទេអាហ្នឹងហើយទៅចាហើយនឹងហ្នឹងនឹងចាសុំអាហ្នឹង
Okay so អានេះគឺជា semantic feature គេលក្ខណៈវិភាគទៅលើពាក្យផ្សេងទៀតដែលយើងអាចគិតទៅលើអត្ថន័យបន្ថែមនៃពាក្យបាទដូចថា table កាលណាយើងនិយាយថា table វាដឹងថាជាអត់មានចលនាអូខេវាអត់មានវិភាគទៅលើចំណុចទស្សនវិជ្ជាផ្សេងទៀតទៅលើពាក្យថា animate ទៅលើ human ទៅលើ female ឬក៏ adult ហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចវិភាគទៅលើទស្សនវិជ្ជាផ្សេងទៀតនៃតុកធ្វើពីឈើធ្វើពីដែកឃើញណាបាទអញ្ចឹងគឺយើងសិក្សាទៅលើអត្ថន័យនៃពាក្យហ្នឹងអាស្រ័យទៅលើ semantic feature ផ្សេងៗដែលយើងយកមកដើម្បីឲ្យដឹងច្បាស់អំពីអត្ថន័យនៃពាក្យហ្នឹងឃើញទេកាលណាយើងនិយាយតុកមួយម៉ាត់បាទតុកវាជាតុកហើយប៉ុន្តែយើងអាចវិភាគអត្ថន័យនៃតុកហ្នឹងទៅលើលក្ខណៈសម្បត្តិផ្សេងទៀតនៃតុកតុកមានចលនាអត់តុកជាមនុស្សជាវត្ថុបាទតុកមានភេទអត់មានភេទប្រុសស្រីអត់បាទតុកមានតុកក្មេងតុកចាស់តុកអីអត់ទេឃើញទេណាបាទឥឡូវនេះវាអត់សូវសំខាន់ទេបាទវាអត់សូវសំខាន់ទេវាគ្រាន់តែថាជា something add on to understand the meaning of semantic. Okay.
Got it, teacher saying.
Yes. Okay, we can see there words as a container of meaning is a simplified approach to semantic, which the limitation of analyzing words meaning by breaking word down into basic semantic features. Okay, that we talked already. We can move on. A semantic roles, also called semantic role or case role. Okay, that is another point of semantics, that is semantic role. You can call it semantic role or case role. Describe the function or role that noun phrase play in the situation described by a sentence. Instead of viewing word as container of meaning, this approach look at how word function in context. Okay, so uh, when you see the word call, okay, call, I call, I call Mr. Chuan. Okay, I call Mr. Chuan. So call there can have different meaning. First, you call someone using your mouth, and second, you use your mobile phone to call to someone. Okay, so call there can have two meaning. I call Mr. Chuan using my mouth, or I use my phones to call Mr. Chuan. Okay, that I call Mr. Chuan. Okay, so that is the semantic role that we interpret the meaning of the words into the specific context. Okay, specific context. Continue. Okay, so in this we discuss about different points like agent, location, theme, source, instrument, goal, or experiences. Okay, so what is agent? Agent refer to some things that perform the actions. It is called agents. Often human, all but can also be non-human. For example, animal, force of nature, or machines can be the agents. Okay, meaning some things that performs the actions. For example, the boy kicks the ball. So the boy is the agent. The boy performed that action, kick. The wind blew the ball away. So the wind performed that actions, blew. A cat ran over the ball. Okay, a cat is the agent. The dog caught the ball. The dog chased the boy. Okay, so the dogs are agents, meaning some things or someone that do the actions, that perform the action. The actions is called agents. And themes, okay, meaning the entities that is affected by or involved in or described by the actions. Okay, for example, the boy kicks the ball. So the ball is called theme, meaning something that affected or involved in or described by the actions. Okay, so the boy received the actions, sorry, the ball received the actions from the boy. The boy is the uh, doer, called agents, and the ball is a receiver, is called this thing. Okay, so you can follow the examples there. The window blew the ball away. A cat ran over the ball. The ball. The dog caught the ball, and the dog chased the boy. Do you understand now the meaning of agent and themes? Okay, actually, you can call it subjects is an agent and theme is an object. Okay, easy to understand, right? Okay, na?
Okay, teacher. Okay.
Yeah, I got it, teacher.
Instrument and experiencer. Okay, so what is instrument? The entity used by an agent to perform an action, often introduced by the prepositions. For example, with. Okay, so instruments refer to anything that are performed, uh, used by an agent to perform an action. For example, the boy cuts the rope with an old razor. So the instrument is an old razor. Okay, so some things that is used by the agent. Something that is used by the agent, it is called instrument. Okay. He drew the picture with a crayon. So the crayon is a instrument. An experiencer, the entity that experiences feeling, perceptions, or state, but does not actively perform an action. Okay, it's talk about uh, some things that experience a feeling, okay, a perception or state, but it does not have any actions. For example, the woman feels sad. Okay, so the woman is an experiencer. Did you hear that noise? You hear that noise is experiencer is you, and themes is the that noise. Okay, so theme is receiver, right? Experiencer is referred to some things that experience something. Okay, through feeling, perception, states. Okay, it does not have any actions. A location, source, and goal. I think you understand already about the word locations, the source and the goal. Okay, so location refer to the place. The source refer to the place where the entity move or originate from, and the goal, the place to which an entity move. Okay, you can see the example there. The book is on the table, so on the table is the location. Sau, okay, và nâng vị trí synonym.
Chan, chan.
Yes, the way that we think of the other words in related meaning. Okay, some synonyms are not interchangeable in every context due to collocation preference. Okay, formality preference and regional variations. Okay, so what is collocation preference, formality difference, and regional variations? You can see there, for example, in collocation preference, we have two words like broad and wide. Those two words mean big, okay, but in terms of collocations, the word cannot be used interchangeably. The words cannot be used interchangeably. For example, we can say broad agreement, but not wide agreement. Actually, when we use that words uh, uh, in the single words, they mean similarly, but when we use in the collocations, they mean differently. Okay, strong and powerful, we say strong coffee but not powerful coffee. ចឹងនៅពេលយើងយកវាទៅប្រើនៅក្នុង collocation វាជា synonym មែនក៏តែនៅក្នុង collocation វាអត់អាចប្រើដូចគ្នាបានទេ okay. Formality, in business we use purchase rather than buy in a formal way. Okay, for example, she purchased a new car, not she buy a new car. Okay, so purchase mean to buy something, but buy mean to pay your money for something. Okay, so in terms of formality, purchase is more formal than buy. Assist and help. It means similarly, but in a formal way, we use assist, not help. Assistant. Thank for your assistant, not thank for your help. You can use help, but it is informal. Okay. For the regional variations, chip and fries are similar, but in Great Britain we use fish and chip. However, in US we use burger and fries. Okay, those two words are different because of the origin. Flat and apartments. Okay, in Great Britain you say I live in a flat, but in US you say I live in an apartment. Okay, yes ចឹងពាក្យទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងវាមានន័យដូចគ្នាក៏ប៉ុន្តែពេលដែលវាប្រើជា single word តែពេលនៅក្នុងបរិបទផ្សេងវាអាចខុសគ្នាទៅតាមការប្រើប្រាស់ទៅតាម location collocation ឬផ្លូវការមិនផ្លូវការឬក៏ទីតាំងឬតំបន់វាអាចធ្វើឲ្យពាក្យនេះមានន័យខុសគ្នា okay okay that is a list of antonym. So antonym refer to the two word forms with opposite meaning. Okay, so antonym is the opposite of synonym. Two words mean similarly. Antonym, two words mean differently. Okay, you can read later. And antonym can be classified into three main types. Gradable antonym, meaning the word represents opposite end of scale. For example, big, hot, cold, big, small. Can be used in comparative form, colder, smaller. Okay, the negative of one doesn't imply the other. Okay, for example, you say not old, cannot it is not the opposite of the word new. Not old mean new. Okay. A non-gradable anonym also called complementary pair. Okay, are absolute opposites. Okay, so for example, like absolute opposite វាពិតជាផ្ទុយគ្នាបាទ for example that and a lie រស់ស្លាប់នៅរស់ male female គឺវាផ្ទុយគ្នាទាំងស្រុងតែម្ដង okay កាលណា big and small វាគ្រាន់តែជា representative opposite វាផ្ទុយតែវាមិនផ្ទុយដាច់ទេដោយសារកាលណាត្រជាក់ឲ្យ cold វាជា opinion វាមិនមែនជា fact វាជា opinion អញ្ចឹងមានថាក្តៅរបស់ខ្ញុំអាចជាត្រជាក់របស់យើងអាចជាក្តៅរបស់ខ្ញុំ big small វាគ្រាន់តែជា representative of opposite វាមិនមែនជា absolute opposite នៅរស់គឺនៅរស់ស្លាប់គឺស្លាប់គឺវាដឹងការពិតគឺអញ្ចឹងហ្មងស្រីគឺស្រីប្រុសគឺប្រុសបាទវាមិនមែនភេទទី3ទេណា Okay, so that is the type of antonym that are called gradable antonym and non-gradable antonym. Okay, one is representative opposites and one is absolute opposites. Represent មានន័យថាតំណាងណាបាទ Okay, antonym and another is reversive. What is reversive? You use prefix to change the meaning of the words. For example, dress, undress, happy, unhappy. That kind of things are called, is called reversive antonym. Okay, sad, unsaid. Okay, happy, unhappy. Okay, and you can see the examples there of the reversive antonym. We have tie, untie, pack, unpack, lock, unlock, open, close, okay. Connect, disconnect, assemble, disassemble, start, stop, inflat, deflat, turn on, turn off, build, demolish. Okay, so that is the example of reversive antonym. Okay, So we have three type of antonym. Would you remember? The gradable, non-gradable, and reversive. Okay, and this is called hyponymy. Hyponymy is a semantic relationship in which the meaning of one word's hyponym is included in the meaning of a more general word. It is called superordinate. Okay, for example, when you see a rose, when you think of the word rose, rose is a kind of flower. So rose is the hyponym of the word flowers. Flower is the superordinate of the word rose. Okay, yes. When we say bedroom, okay, there are many things that is the hyponym. So yes, that is the hyponym of the word bedroom. We have like bed, fan, air conditioner. Okay, when we think of the word flower, we have different kinds of flower, right? So flower is the superordinate, and rose is the hyponym of the words. Okay, but okay, but is the superordinate, and we have different hyponyms like sparrow, dove, uh, uh, yes, okay, yes,
Raven,
there, yeah,
yeah,
yes,
and
there are
more
many more.
eagle.
Yes, there are many more type of birds. Okay, yes. Here is another example. You can see there the living room is the superordinates, and we have two hyponyms there. We have create creatures and plant. Okay, so living things, creature and plant. Under the creatures, we have animal, bird, and insects. Under insects, we have dog and horse, bird, duck, parrot. Okay, and the other. You can see the examples there later. Prototypes. Okay, prototypes refer to the meaning of certain words in terms of resemblance to the clearest example. Okay, resemblance to the clearest example. For example, birds. The prototype of birds is pigeon, sparrow, that are closer to the prototypes than ostrich and penguins. កាលណាជា prototype វាជាពពួកនៃពាក្យដែលវាមានន័យស្ថិតនៅក្នុងអំបូររបស់វាបាទជាជាងខុសអំបូរកាលណាយើងនិយាយអំពី birds ដូចជាព្រាបហើយនឹងចាប់វាជាភេទបក្សីបាទដល់ពេល ostrich ហើយនឹង penguin វាជាបក្សីដែរតែវាជាប្រភេទបក្សីដែលមានលក្ខណៈផ្សេងអូខេកាលណានិយាយពី clothing គឺយើងសំដៅទៅលើ shirt ជាជាង shoes បាទនិយាយពីសម្លៀកបំពាក់គឺយើងបិទជើងគឺស្ថិតនៅក្នុងគ្រឿងសម្លៀកបំពាក់ដែរតែវាអត់ prototype អូខេជាង prototype និយាយអ្វីដែលវាស្ថិតនៅក្នុងអំបូររបស់វា furniture chairs is closer than stool. Okay, you can see the picture of stool there. បាទអញ្ចឹង chair គឺកៅអីអញ្ចឹង stool furniture គឺជាគ្រឿងសង្ហារឹម stool វាជារបស់វាមិនមែនសម្រាប់តែអង្គុយវាអាចជារបស់សម្រាប់ឡើងយកអីមួយខ្ពស់អីយ៉ាងទៅណាបាទអញ្ចឹងគឺវាមិនមែនជា prototypes. And homonym refer to the two words that have different spelling but same meaning. Get different spelling but same same no meaning. Same spelling and meaning. Sorry, different spelling and meaning, but same pronunciations. Okay, that is called homophones. For example, bear and bear. The two words are pronounced bear. Bear, B-A-R-E, and bear, B-E-A-R. They have different spelling and meaning as well. The word bear, the first word bear mean without covering, mẹ tôi tế mà miền say tế, and bear, the word two mean is a type of an animals. Okay, chẳng bịa homonym mean ha bịa pi là miền này xây khía ta xây khó khía tai an đôi khía. Okay, flower two right. Okay. uh, okay, so homophones of a single word form, okay, same spelling and pronunciations that has two or more unrelated meaning. For example, bat. Okay, the first meaning mean a type of flying animals, and second meaning mean a tool that is used to hit uh, baseball. Okay, or tool that is used in baseball. Bat. Okay, the same spelling and pronunciations, but has two different meaning. Okay, that is a homonym. Okay. Homophone ទៅសេដូចសរសេរខុសគ្នាសេខុសគ្នាអឺអត្ថន័យខុសគ្នាតែអានដូចគ្នា homonym ទៅសេដូចគ្នាតែន័យខុសគ្នា okay. You can see the rest of the example: pen, mole, race, and soul. Okay. Pen, writing tools, the first meaning, and the second meaning, fence area for animals. Mole, small animal, and meaning to spot on the skin. Race, competitions or group of peoples. Okay, and souls, only one or bottom part of foods. បាទអញ្ចឹង soul អាចមានន័យថាតែមួយឬក៏ជាបាតជើង okay. Polysemy is when one word from spoken or written has multiple related meaning. Okay, the words polysemy come from Greek. Poly mean many, and semi mean meanings. So polysemy mean many meanings. For example, head. In the first sentence, he nodded her head in agreement. So head refer to the human organ. Okay, សរីរាង្គរបស់មនុស្ស and second sentence, Mr. Lee is the head of the department. So heads there refer to the top refer to the leader of the group. Okay, yes, the leader of the group. And the first sentence mean the top of the body. Okay, and foods, he injured his foot while playing football, and they set up camp at the foot of the mountains. Okay, so the first foods meaning mean body parts, and second mean the bottom of something. Okay, yeah, so you can read the rest for more understanding. Polysemy versus homonymy. Okay, so polysemy, one word form, related meaning. Okay, using one dictionary entry, and homonymy mean one word form and related meaning. Okay, a separate dictionary entry. So dates mean a type of fruit versus date refer to times. They are homonym. Okay, and dates refer to time, appointment, a social event or persons. Is the polysemous meaning of the time related words. Okay. អញ្ចឹងpolysemy មានថាពាក្យមួយដែលវាមានអត្ថន័យតាក់ទងគ្នាហើយនឹងhomonymy មានថាពាក្យមួយដែលវាមិនមានអត្ថន័យតាក់ទងគ្នា yes. Okay, I think that's all for the semantic Yeah, that is the study of meaning, meaning the study of word meaning, clause meaning, and sentence meaning in the direct way. Okay, or literally ការសិក្សាទៅលើពាក្យដោយផ្ទាល់បាទអត្ថន័យនៃពាក្យមួយដោយផ្ទាល់បាទគឺយើងអត់សិក្សាទៅលើអត្ថន័យយើងហៅថាន័យធៀបបាទ literal មានន័យថាន័យចំការសិក្សាទៅលើអត្ថន័យចំនៃពាក្យចឹងគឺជាការសិក្សារបស់semantic. Okay, everyone. Any clarification so far?
It's a lot today, teacher, but can get understand.
Yes. មានបានមើលវីដេអូដែលខ្ញុំ share ទៅហ្នឹងហ៎ brother
បាន2ដងដែរ teacher ក៏តែវាអត់សូវចាប់បានតើមកខ្ញុំក៏ research more about it about your question through internet Google more teacher for more
Yes.
information. Yeah, teacher.
So now you have some idea about the semantic, right?
Got it, teacher. Got it.
បាទគេនិយាយថាកាហ្វេគឺយើងសំដៅទៅលើធម្មជាតិពិតនៃកាហ្វេបាទវាមានរូបរាងវាមានលក្ខណៈអីចឹងទៅណាយើងនិយាយអំពីយើងសិក្សា semantic គឺនិយាយថាគេថាអីបកប្រែមកគឺថាហ្នឹងអូខេកង្ហាល់គឺកង្ហាល់បាទ fan កង្ហាល់ដឹងថារឿងកង្ហាល់ shoes ស្បែកជើងគឺដឹងថារឿងស្បែកជើងយើងអត់គិតទៅលើរឿងអីផ្សេងទេ Okay, I drink a cup of coffee every morning បាទខ្ញុំផឹកកាហ្វេមួយកែវជារៀងរាល់ព្រឹកអាហ្នឹងគឺយើងសិក្សាទៅលើតែអត្ថន័យបកប្រែមកគឺថាអញ្ចឹងគឺមានន័យថាអញ្ចឹងគឺយើងអត់សិក្សាទៅលើន័យដែលគេចង់និយាយពេលខ្លះយើងនិយាយថា I drink a cup of coffee every morning ព្រោះថាពេលដែលឃើញ Mr. ឯងកំពុងតែផឹកfor example energy drink គេយើងកំពុងផឹក energy drink ហើយគេនិយាយថា I drink a cup of coffee every morning ចឹងនៅក្នុងន័យ semantic គឺយើងអត់គិតទៅលើអីទាំងអស់គិតទៅលើអត្ថន័យត្រង់នៃពាក្យនៃ clear នៃប្រយោគដែលយើងបានមើលឃើញយើងបានស្ដាប់ឮអូខេណា Yes.
Bad teacher, bad.
Okay, so we can move to pragmatic. That is also the study of meaning. What is the difference between pragmatic and semantic? Okay, so you can read the examples there by your own. Okay, maybe later. And we move to the questions for the semantic.
Thank you, sir.
Can you see that picture? And baby sale 25% off or more. Okay, so that is just two pictures, but they represent meaning. Okay. Context shape our interpretations of meaning in language. For example, meaning is not derived solely from the individual word use, but also from physical context, the situations, time, or place in which words are used. Okay, ចឹងណា physical context វាជាក់លាក់ចាំបាច់យើងទៅគិតបាទអូរ៉ាឥឡូវយើងទៅខ្ចីលុយគេបងសុំខ្ចី 10000 ណានេះអូនយកនេះលុយគេថាពេលដែលត្រូវបងសុំខ្ចីលុយយកអូខេ so ពាក្យនឹងដូចគ្នាតែវាមានអត្ថន័យខុសគ្នាអាស្រ័យទៅលើ physical context. Okay, You can see the example there, bank on sign outside a light building, or bank near a river while hiking. Okay, you can see the examples. He sat by the bank and watched the ducks. So what does the bank means there? It refer to a building or refer to a river, maybe a river, because by the bank there are ducks. Okay.គាត់អង្គុយនៅលើ bank ហើយមើលសត្វទាអញ្ចឹងគឺ bank ពេលហ្នឹងគឺសំដៅទៅលើច្រាំងទន្លេ Okay, she went to the banks to deposit a check. Okay, so the word banks there refer to a place where she goes to withdraw the money. Okay, that's we try to understand the meaning of words using context. Okay, and they sis this mean point to something specific depending on who is speaking, when and where. Who is speaking? When two things who is speaking that words, that sentence. Okay, words and phrase that cannot be understood without contextual information. Okay, for example, we have three type of deictic expressions. We have personal dexis, spatial dexis, and temporal dexis. So person dexis refer to the subject pronouns or object pronouns that we don't know who exactly the person is. For example, I love you. We don't know who is you because you refer to the second person. You can talk to anyone. I love you. Who is you? Ask back. I love you. I love you very much. Who is you? So it's not clear. Okay. A spatial dexis refer to that place here, there, this, that, behind. So what does here mean? Here is here at my size. Okay, we have different locations around me that can mean here, but we don't know exactly. Okay, so the meaning need to be understood using the context. Without context, we don't understand. Temporal dexis we have now, then, today, tomorrow, last week. You can see the examples there. You will have to bring it back tomorrow because she isn't here today. So we need to be in that context that we can know who is you. If not, we don't know who is you and it as well. And tomorrow, what does tomorrow mean? What happens? Today is today, 12th November, and tomorrow is 13th November. But we don't know what is today. How can we know the tomorrow? Because she isn't here today. Okay, so those words represent different texts that we need to use the context to understand the meaning. Okay, so that's why we need to say exactly what things you mean to. Okay, a reference, an act by which a speaker or writer use language to enable a listener, a reader, to identify something or someone. We use pronoun. We use proper nouns. For example, Chomsky, amid noun in phrase like the cat, a writer, my friends, the war, a pronoun appreciate. Okay, we use the reference for our listener or readers to gain more understanding of our utterance. For example, I saw Mary at the market today. So Mary is understood based on prior knowledge or context. Okay, so you say Mary, so your listener have their background informations. They they rely that which Mary do you want to talk about? Okay, that's why I gave you examples earlier. There are two students named Sok in the class. When your teachers ask where is Socks or where are Mr. Socks, okay, so you need to be careful when you answer. Okay, so which sock should you answer first and which socks later? Okay, when your teacher asks where is sock, you may try to understand the purpose of your teacher. Who is which sock is your teacher favorite? Okay, maybe he said he will call you later. Okay, so he referred to based on context. He referred to someone based on the context. Using definite article, okay, the dog kept barking last night. Okay, so the dog uh, is more is more specific than just a dog. Okay. Using dactic expressions, okay, can you put this on that table over there? Okay, this and that depend on the physical or situational context. You- And inference come from the word infer. To infer means to assume something, to assume, to give an assumption to something. Okay, so additional information used by listener or reader to create a connection between what is said and what must be mean. What is said and what must be mean. យើងប្រើ inference ហ្នឹងដើម្បីធ្វើការសន្និដ្ឋានទៅលើអត្ថន័យដែលគេចង់និយាយអ្វីដែលគេនិយាយតើគេចង់មានន័យថាម៉េចគេ what is said and what must be mean គេនិយាយអញ្ចឹងតែគេចង់មានន័យថាម៉េច that is pragmatics. Okay, successful communications often depend on inference, not just on the literal meaning of words. Okay, អញ្ចឹងបានអឺពេលដែលយើងសិក្សាទៅលើ pragmatic យើងដឹងថាពាក្យដែលគេនិយាយមិនប្រកាសថាមានន័យតាមនឹងនិយាយទេនៅពេលដែលយើងនិយាយយើងគិតទៅក្នុងកម្រិត semantic level យើងគ្រាន់តែបកប្រែពាក្យគេនិយាយហើយយើងគិតយើងដឹងថាយើងយល់អំពីការបកប្រែនៃពាក្យរបស់គេនិយាយហ្នឹងតែនៅក្នុង semantic level ប្រហែលជាយើងរាល់ថ្ងៃយើងត្រូវការប្រើច្រើននៅក្នុងការតំណែងការនិយាយប្រចាំថ្ងៃបាទការអង្កេតទៅលើបរិបទការដល់ការសន្និដ្ឋានទៅលើអត្ថន័យដែលគេនិយាយបាទអូខេដូចមិត្តភក្តិខ្ញុំភាគច្រើននៅពេលដែលយើងស្ដាប់អ្នកដែលគេបកកែវោហាស័ព្ទនិយាយអ្នកខ្លះគឺគាត់និយាយមកគឺសុទ្ធតែ terminology សុទ្ធតែកម្រិតបច្ចេកទេសចេញមកធ្វើយើងពិបាកយល់បណ្ដោយអញ្ចឹងអ្នកខ្លះគាត់ស្ដាប់ទៅថាអូអាគាត់នេះចេះបាទនិយាយចេញមកគឺពោពេញដោយវោហាស័ព្ទសំនួនមេយើងទាំងយើងស្ដាប់អត់យល់យើងថាគេនឹងបកកែនិយាយបាទគេជាអ្នកចេះអ្នកខ្លះទៀតគាត់ឡើងទៅគាត់ប្រើពាក្យពេចន៍ធម្មតាតែពោពេញទៅដោយបង្កប់ទៅលើអត្ថន័យជាច្រើនដែលនៅពេលដែលយើងអត់ចេះស្ដាប់នៅពេលដែលយើងស្ដាប់ត្រឹមតែ semantic level យើងអត់យល់អំពីអត្ថន័យគោលបំណងរបស់គេពិតប្រាកដយើងថាគេនឹងនិយាយបែបនេះបែបនោះ Okay, yes, that is we need to try to understand the meaning rather than what they say. Okay, yes បាទអញ្ចឹងយើងនៅមានមេរៀនទៀតដែលហៅថា discourse analysis ការវិភាគទៅលើអត្ថន័យបាទអញ្ចឹងមេរៀនឆមាសនេះគឺយើងសិក្សាទៅលើ linguistics ទេបាទមេរៀនក្រោយឆមាសក្រោយយើងសិក្សាទៅលើ apply linguistics ទោះបីជាខុសគេមកដាក់មកថា apply linguistics មែនប៉ុន្តែក្នុងកម្រិតមួយយើងសិក្សាតែទៅលើ linguistics ទេអត់ដល់កម្រិត apply linguistics ទេ Okay, yes. Successful communications often depend on inference, not just on the literal meaning of words. The literal meaning of word refer to the semantics level. Okay, this allow for the use of the name of a person to refer to an object or use an object related words to refer to a person based on context and share knowledge. Okay. Inference here example is the Spanish salad sitting. Okay, so he is sitting by the door. So inference, the Spanish salads there refer to a customer who order Spanish salad. Can I look at your Chomsky? Okay, so Chomsky refer to a writer of the book. So by just knowing the word Chomsky there, you may refer to the book which is written by Noam Chomsky. Jennifer is wearing Calvin Klein. So Calvin Klein is the brand of her clothes, not a person. Even Calvin Klein refer to a name of a person, but they refer to the brand of the clothes. We saw Shakespeare in London, so we can inference that a play written by Shakespeare, not the man himself. Okay, and I think this is the study of anaphora. So anaphora means the way that we use anaphoric expressions. It means we use pronoun reference. Okay, for example, we saw a puppy. It was very playful. So puppy there was replaced by the pronoun it. It refer back to a puppy. Okay, that is called anaphora or anaphoric expressions. The way that we use pronoun to replace noun. That we need to things the noun in background. Okay. យើងដឹងថាតើនាមដែលគេនិយាយមកហ្នឹងគេចង់និយាយពីនាមអីនៅពេលដែលគេប្រើ pronoun បាទអញ្ចឹងតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងណាគេអញ្ចឹងក្រោយមកគឺมันមានអីទេបាទយើងអាចអានយល់ឲ្យខ្លួនឯងគ្រាន់ជាការប្រើប្រាស់ពាក្យដើម្បីជំនួសឲ្យនាមណាដែលគេចង់និយាយអំពីអូខេ yes this about presuppositions refer to what a speaker assumes to be true or already known by the listener when making a statement. Okay, so your brother is looking for you. So you have a brother. Okay, so you use your presuppositions to understand, meaning your background knowledge about a thing you are talking about to understand the meaning of the utterance. បាទការប្រើប្រាស់ព័ត៌មានដែលយើងដឹងអំពីរឿងហ្នឹងហើយយកដើម្បីស្វែងយល់ sorry បាទអញ្ចឹងយើងអត់មានអីទេបាទអាចអូខេនេះយើងអាចយកទៅអានឲ្យខ្លួនឯងវាគ្រាន់ជាការប្រើប្រាស់នៅពាក្យសម្ដីក្នុងការសួរក្នុងការនិយាយបាទអញ្ចឹងនៅក្នុងការសិក្សាទៅលើ pragmatics គឺជាការសិក្សាជាការស្វែងយល់អំពីអត្ថន័យរបស់អ្នកនិយាយរបស់អ្នកសរសេរដោយការប្រើប្រាស់នៅ context ជាក់លាក់ដោយការប្រើប្រាស់នៅស្វែងយល់អំពីទីកន្លែងនិងពេលវេលាអំពីតថភាពជាក់ស្ដែងនៃការនិយាយហើយនឹងការប្រើប្រាស់នៅ background information អំពីរឿងហ្នឹងដើម្បីយល់អំពីអត្ថន័យបាទអញ្ចឹងអ្វីដែលខុសគ្នារវាង semantic and pragmatic គឺវាខុសគ្នាចំណុចថងហ្នឹងណាបាទអញ្ចឹងនៅក្នុងការនិយាយសន្ទនាប្រចាំថ្ងៃគឺយើងមិនអាចចោលមួយណាបានទេបាទហើយនៅក្នុងបែបសេដ្ឋកិច្ចនយោបាយបែបទីផ្សារគេប្រើ pragmatic ច្រើនជាង semantic គេបើពងនៅក្នុងការតំណែងប្រចាំថ្ងៃរបស់យើងគិតថាវាប្រើ semantic ច្រើនជាង pragmatic បាទគេបើថាសម្បីតាអារម្មណ៍គេទៅសើថាអូនស្អាតណាស់បាទអញ្ចឹងនិយាយពេលវេលាខុសគ្នាក៏បង្ហាញអំពីអត្ថន័យខុសគ្នានៃពាក្យថាអូនស្អាតណាស់ដែរអូខេ yes okay I think I end my presentation there If you have any clarification so far, you can ask. For the your final exam, let me check. Maybe I will not give you the questions from every chapter. Maybe sorry. Are you okay from unit 1 to unit 5 for your final exam?
Chứ
I
phải
think it's not okay, sir. Because